for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
At the 31-yard line.
Like 20.
Watching the guard. I smell fear in the offense.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, New England.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Goff. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. That's caught by Woods. Touchdown, New England. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Going Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bengals nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Yellow, on the line, right?
56. Hey, I'm coming.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Yellow, on the line. 15.
Got you. Go. I got you, sir.
Okay.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Yellow. Attack.
Here we go. 22 jet bomber. Check 13. Slam.
They go quickly here out to Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Pollard, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on third and goal? Trying to run forward, Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Kill. 15. Kill. Turn up. Watch the edge.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Tony Pollard, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Pats at the line ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now it's gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got...
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tony Pollard, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 39, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Maurice Hurst able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Airing it out deep for Woods. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Bengals stand over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Yellow.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Monk's 56. Monk's 56.
Come back.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning the third. Edward. Don't get nervous. 56.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That one caught by Gibson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Pollard going to try the right side. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Yo, tonight.
On first down, it's gone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
61, matchbox lights.
Throwing on third. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Mahomes now on first down, and that is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On third down, Pollard. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. The open man is Smith. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
What?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Go. 180. Maverick. Hey, lift.
From the 41, Goff. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Come on now, let's go.
24-yard gain on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. 3rd and long. It's gone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
On first down, Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Patriots 10. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13. Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tony Pollard. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
First down, New England.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Woods, the intended receiver. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
56. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with fourth down coming up. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Get ready. Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Matt Ioannidis. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I don't need to. 180.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Out. 5 down. Stand up in.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Yellow.
Here's Pollard again. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, Gordon looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
Hey, 43, 15.
15-yard line.
Check 37.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the 50, it's gone. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Here's Goff, and this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Gano for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The